Imagine a football match so intense that it triggered a real war between two nations. So emotionally explosive. A conflict that left thousands dead, all sparked by a World Cup qualifier. This is the story of the match FIFA quietly avoids. This is the football war. By 1969, Honduras and El Salvador were already drowning in political pressure. Overpopulation, land disputes, and deep economic struggles created resentment on both sides. Football was never the cause, but it became the spark that lit the fuse. The first leg was played in Honduras, but before the match even began, Salvadoran players were attacked in their hotel. Fans gathered outside all night, shouting, banging on windows, throwing objects, making sleep impossible. By the time the game started, the atmosphere was pure hostility. Honduras won 1-0, but the final whistle didn't end the violence. Attacks continued across the country. Homes belonging to Salvadorans were burned, families fled, and communities were torn apart. Football was no longer a game. It had become a weapon. A week later, the second leg took place in El Salvador, and this time the hostility was reversed. Honduran players reported threats, intimidation, and extreme psychological pressure. The stadium felt more like a battlefield than a pitch. El Salvador won 3-0, but the real damage happened off the pitch. Violence escalated. Protests erupted in both countries, and accusations flew across borders. Politicians used football as fuel, and the fire was now unstoppable. Within hours, El Salvador cut diplomatic ties with Honduras. Troops were mobilized. Planes took off. And on July 14, 1969, the football war officially began. The war lasted only 100 hours, but the destruction was devastating. Over 2,000 people died. Towns were burned. Families lost everything. It was one of the shortest yet most tragic conflicts in modern history. With international pressure, a ceasefire was finally signed. But the scars ran deep. For decades, the two nations struggled with the aftermath: broken families, burned homes, and bitter memories. So the next time someone says, "It's just football," remember the match that started a war? A reminder that human passion, when pushed too far, can turn even a game into a battlefield.